The snow fell in heavy, silent flakes as Emily Simmons stood frozen on a Spokane street corner, staring at church flyer pinned to a weathered bulletin board. Her breath caught, sharp and painful, as her eyes locked on a face. Those eyes, one blue, one honey brown. 20 years had passed since her son Caleb vanished at the Boise fair, his small hand slipping from hers in a heartbeat. She'd chased every lead, every whisper, until hope became her only companion. Now, this photo of a young man named Tyler stopped time itself. Her hands trembled, snapping pictures, as a stranger's voice broke the silence. "You okay, ma'am?" She pointed, voice barely a whisper. "That's my son." The world tilted. For 2 decades, she carried his absence like a stone in her chest, but those mismatched eyes, they were unmistakable. Viewer, what would you do if the one you lost was suddenly found, but didn't know you? Emily clutched her phone, the flyer's image glowing. Somewhere in that church, a truth waited, a truth that could heal her or break her all over again. She stepped forward, snow crunching underfoot, toward a door she wasn't sure she was ready to open. The Boise Fairgrounds hummed with life on that July day in 2005, a kaleidoscope of laughter, cotton candy, and carousel chimes. Emily Simmons, 32, held her son Caleb's hand tightly, his red baseball cap bobbing as he tugged toward the bumper cars. His mismatched eyes, one blue, one honey brown, sparkled with 5-year-old excitement. Daniel, her husband, trailed behind, snapping a photo on their Kodak disposable. "Crash Commander," he teased Caleb, who giggled, clutching his yellow balloon. Viewer, what's the last happy moment you can't forget? Emily's purse held a juice box, a small comfort for Caleb's endless energy. The air smelled of popcorn and sunscreen, a perfect summer Saturday. Then, in 2 seconds, everything changed. By the lemonade stand, Daniel crouched to tie his shoe. Emily turned to grab a napkin. Caleb was gone. No cry, no sound, just absence. "Caleb!" Emily's shout sliced through the crowd. Daniel stood, confused. "He was right here," she repeated, her voice a mantra. They searched frantically, behind booths, under rides, calling until their throats burned. Security dismissed it as a wandering child. But an hour later, panic clawed Emily's chest. Viewer, how do you breathe when your world disappears? Police swarmed the fair. An amber alert flashed across Idaho. Witnesses saw nothing. No boy with a red cap, no mismatched eyes. Emily repeated, "One blue, one honey," like a prayer. By nightfall, the fair's lights mocked her with their cheer. Caleb's balloon was found, deflated, under bleachers near the exit. A clue? A coincidence? The police didn't know. Emily's mind replayed those seconds endlessly, searching for her mistake. Days turned to weeks. The Simmons home became a command center. Maps, flyers, a hotline number. Emily, once a warm elementary teacher, became relentless, logging every detail. Caleb's Spider-Man sneakers, his dinosaur blanket, his hatred of peanut butter. Daniel withdrew, unable to face the empty chair at dinner. Neighbors brought casseroles, then stopped. Friends faded. Emily didn't. She joined online forums, learned about abductions, and pinned a missing poster to every Boise lamppost. Viewer, what keeps you fighting when everyone else gives up? A year passed. Daniel stopped saying Caleb's name. Emily started a journal, writing to her son daily. "Today I saw a boy your age. I thought it was you. I'm sorry I looked away." The hallway mural, once for family photos, became a shrine of timelines and clippings. The police had no leads. A grainy security tape showed a man in sunglasses near the lemonade stand, but he was a vendor, Leonard Wallace, with an alibi. Case stalled. Emily's sister, Meredith, called daily from Spokane, begging her to rest. Emily couldn't. She felt Caleb, alive, somewhere, years ground on. By 2010, Daniel left, unable to bear the silence. Emily stayed, preserving Caleb's room. Pale blue wallpaper. Nino the stuffed elephant, a height chart stopped at 5. Viewer, what do you hold on to when hope is all you have? She taught herself age regression software, scoured databases, chased tips to Arizona, Montana, nowhere. Each dead end carved deeper, but those eyes, one blue, one honey, kept her searching. She dreamed of them, saw them in crowds, prayed for them. Caleb was out there. She knew it. In February 2025, Emily was in Spokane, helping Meredith post-surgery. Walking to her car, snow falling, she passed a small church. A flyer caught her eye, not for a missing person, but a youth mentor, Tyler. His face stopped her heart. Those eyes. She snapped photos, hands shaking. A passerby, a middle-aged man, noticed. "You okay, ma'am?" She pointed. "That boy, Tyler, is he adopted?" He shrugged. "Think so. Pastor Clark knows more." Emily whispered, "He's my son." Viewer, what would you do if a single glance rewrote your life? She returned at dawn, meeting Pastor Clark. His tired eyes studied her. "You're not the first to ask about Tyler's past," he said. He showed her a torn photo from Tyler's backpack, the same carousel image from 2005. Emily's knees buckled. "Where did he get this?" she asked. "He doesn't know," Clark replied. He was 15, scared, no ID. Said he grew up with a woman, Mama June, who smelled of cinnamon. Emily's voice broke. "I bake cinnamon bread every Friday." Clark hesitated. "He's here tonight. Stay, but don't push." She waited, clutching the photo, as Tyler walked in. Their eyes met, one blue, one honey. "Do I know you?" he asked. Emily's world held its breath. Tyler stood in the church sanctuary. Folding chairs, unaware of Emily watching from the back pew. His smile was Caleb's, crooked and nervous, but his walk was different, confident yet guarded. Viewer, how do you recognize someone who doesn't know themselves? Emily returned daily, observing. Tyler flinched at a pop balloon, chewed his cheek when nervous, laughed with Caleb's upward pitch. She noted every detail, afraid to hope. Pastor Clark warned her. His past is a blur. Push too hard, you'd lose him. Emily showed Tyler a photo of Caleb on the carousel. He stared, silent. "I've seen this," he said. "In dreams." She pulled out Nino, the stuffed elephant. His fingers brushed it, trembling. I held its trunk to sleep. Tears welled. "I don't understand," he whispered. Emily's heart raced. "You were 5 when you were taken," she said softly. Tyler didn't pull away, but he didn't embrace it either. "I need time," he said. She nodded, giving him space, but brought more, his sippy cup, a VHS of his 4th birthday. Each sparked flickers of recognition. Viewer, what do you do when memories are locked behind fear? Tyler shared fragments. A trailer with green curtains, a woman called Mama June, moving constantly, Utah, Montana, motels. "She said my mom gave me away at a fair," he told Emily. Her stomach twisted. "You were stolen," she said. He looked away. "She said I was broken." Emily took his hand. "You were never broken." Pastor Clark revealed more. Tyler arrived at 15 malnourished after Mama June died in Utah. No records, no ID. He ran from foster care, landing at the church. He didn't remember his name. Clark said, "We called him Tyler." Emily contacted Detective Rachel Moreno, who'd worked Caleb's case in 2005. Now semi-retired, Rachel met her in Boise. "Show me the flyer," she said. Seeing Tyler's eyes, she nodded. "We need a DNA test." Emily agreed, but her certainty didn't need science. Rachel dug into old files. Leonard Wallace, the vendor, had a 1991 child endangerment charge. Dropped. His alibi, vouched for by fair manager Glenn Hendress, was shaky. Why didn't we push harder? Rachel muttered. Viewer, how does a system fail a child? Tyler's memories grew sharper. One night, he described a man in sunglasses. He said, "Want to see a magic trick?" Then nothing. Emily froze. "By the lemonade stand?" Tyler nodded. Rachel's team re-examined 2005 footage. A grainy figure, Wallace, lingered near Caleb. No arrest then, no evidence. But a 2010 report surfaced. June Hartley, arrested in Missoula, listed L. Wallace as her boyfriend. Emily's blood ran cold. They knew each other, she whispered. Rachel's eyes hardened. This wasn't random. Tyler agreed to the DNA test, but the wait was agonizing. Emily took him to Boise, to Caleb's room. He touched the height chart, the dinosaur blanket. "This feels like mine," he said. That night, he dreamed a lemonade stand, a sharp prick on his neck, darkness. "He sedated me," Tyler told Rachel. The police reopened the case, sketching the man in sunglasses. Emily's journal entries shifted. "Caleb, I found you. Now I need to know who took you." A breakthrough came from a Pocatello tip. A man who'd worked with June Hartley said she collected children, calling them her angels. He sent a photo. June with a boy, maybe 16, with mismatched eyes. Another one. Emily gasped. Rachel's jaw tightened. She targeted them. Heterochromia was her obsession. The boy was unidentified, last seen in 2011. Viewer. How many others were stolen? Waiting to be found? The investigation widened, tracing June's movements. She'd lived in Boise, 2003 to 2004, renting from Emily's father. She watched us. Emily realized, horrified. She chose Caleb. The DNA test confirmed it. Tyler was Caleb. Emily wept, not from doubt, but relief. Tyler stayed in Spokane, needing time. "I'm not just Caleb," he said. "I'm Tyler, too." Emily nodded. "You're both." They started therapy, rebuilding slowly. She read him where the wild things are. He smiled. "I was the monster with the crown." Viewer, how do you rebuild a bond broken by time? Tyler moved to Boise, into the guest room, a fresh start. The hallway mural stayed, a testament to Emily's fight. Rachel's investigation deepened. A letter surfaced, hidden in Tyler's old church room, dated 2014. "My name is Caleb Simmons. I want to go home." Emily sobbed. He remembered. The police traced June's past. She'd been a birth worker, saving children she deemed neglected. Her journal, found in Pocatello, rambled. "C is my first. L is quiet. The world is poison." Rachel theorized June saw Caleb's eyes as a sign, a divine calling. Leonard Wallace, her accomplice, executed the abduction. A bombshell hit. Daniel, Emily's ex-husband, sent a letter. "I got a Polaroid in 2005. A boy, maybe Caleb, by a trailer. I hid it to protect you." The photo showed a boy with mismatched eyes, a blurry figure nearby. Wallace. Emily forgave Daniel, understanding his fear. Viewer, what secrets do you keep to shield someone you love? The police matched DNA from the envelope to a 2005 vendor contract signed by Wallace. He was alive, hiding. Rachel confronted Glenn Hendris, the fair manager. He admitted covering for Wallace, pressured by the fair board. "It was political," he said, charged with obstruction. He took a plea. Wallace remained a ghost, no records, no sightings. But a Pocatello witness described June's second angel, a boy with mismatched eyes, last seen in 2011. Rachel added him to the National Registry. "We're not too late," she said. Tyler began remembering more. A music box playing carousel tunes, a closet with red carpet. Emily recognized it. A motel they'd stayed at in 2004. Police found a motel abandoned and a carousel music box inside, with another photo of Caleb. The case grew. June had stalked the Simmons, living in their father's basement, watching Caleb. Wallace was a muscle, sedating and taking him. Viewer, how close can evil get before you see it? Tyler chose the name Tyler Caleb Simmons, honoring both lives. He started psychology classes, wanted to help lost kids. Emily wrote him a letter. "You were never lost to me. You're loved forever." They made pancakes every Sunday, laughed over old videos, cried without shame. At the 2025 Boise Fair, they rode the carousel together. Tyler chose a zebra. Emily watched, whole. Viewer, what does home mean after years of searching? For 20 years, Emily Simmons carried Caleb's absence, her hope a flickering flame against a world that told her to let go. A church flyer in Spokane, pinned under falling snow, brought him back. Not as the boy she lost, but as Tyler, a man shaped by survival. Those mismatched eyes, one blue, one honey, unlocked a truth buried by a calculated abduction. June Hartley and Leonard Wallace stole more than a child. They stole time, memory, a family. Yet Emily's relentless love, her refusal to surrender, pieced together a miracle. Viewer, what would you endure to reclaim what's yours? Tyler Caleb Simmons returned, not whole, but healing, his past a mosaic of pain and resilience. The investigation continues. Wallace a shadow, another boy still missing, his eyes a haunting echo. Emily and Tyler rebuilt, not as they were, but as they are, mother and son, survivors. At the Boise Fair, they stood together, the carousel spinning behind them, a red balloon rising into the sky. Emily whispered, "You came home." Tyler squeezed her hand. "I never stopped trying." Their story asks, what do you carry unseen that defines your fight?